What's good, guys? We on Ace Attorney. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know I haven't uploaded in like almost 11 days. I truly apologize for that. I was slacking. But yeah. Also, I'm studying criminal law, not criminal justice in college. So if I do bad in this video, it's gonna look bad on me. Before this video actually starts, I want to get some context to this case. Basically, Miles Edgeworth, Phoenix's rival lawyer, is being accused of murder, and we gotta just prove him innocent and stuff. A pasta shop? Yep, to think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg, yeah? Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Yo, my chair is like fucked up a little bit. It's fucked up. Like, this side over here is broken. I gotta get a new one. Wow. Oh, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Okay. What secret words? Okay. Okay. I just looked it up. I didn't know I was supposed to show my badge or something. I should have probably thought of that. You're not Keith. This schizophrenic old man, bro. What the hell? No, not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place in this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle, I guess, bro. Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith, yes? It's okay, you can call me Dad. Nigga, you was not my father. Dad, you know something about this? Yep, the other night on the lake. Yes. I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. What am I? Wait, huh? There we go. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by port time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells you to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maybe we should be leaving. Alright. Oh wait, I have one more question. Huh? Polly, have you forgotten something? Don't forget DL6, squawk. Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. The DL6 incident? What is DL6 again? What is DL6 again? Hold on. Oh. It's the whole big event that happened with um my Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong with this time? Actually, you wanted to ask you something. Yeah? The boat rental down the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you that's supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why you called Mrs. Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. So I just looked this up for no reason. Okay. Oh. I forget about this nigga Grossberg, bro. Apparently Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Oh. I should have thought of that. I'm not on my A game right now. What? What happened? I'm pretty sure the old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if the old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? Wow. It's amazing. Lee Dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find the DL6 stuff quick. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary, found it. Reason to the elevator, district code. The time 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that in the dark. There is a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors are unconscious. I had to put on a skull cap, I'm not gonna lie. One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Do you have the data on victim Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, the defense attorney. If he was still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Or did somebody in the elevator shoot him? You know, suspect there? That'll be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Jan Miyogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. Yeah, I was thinking of that guy. So he must have been the third person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. That's suspicious. Oh, I think the caretaker is Yogi. Are you gonna take the whole file? That's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? I think the caretaker is Yami Yogi. December 27, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Calmer, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so... Damn. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction! Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order. Mr. Von Calmer, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I'll call my witness. My decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. I'm the witness. Alright. Lock in, fuck niggas. Lock in, fuck niggas. Alright. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. And then I heard a bang. Yep. Put on my glasses. Then I looked out the window. I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Okay. By a window? Yeah, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was a defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Wait, but his memory is bad, isn't it? So how is he able to remember all that? Wait, but isn't his memory, like, really bad? That doesn't make sense. How is he... Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it cannot have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I'm objecting. I don't care. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If we were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Wait! Wait! What? No! Did I do something wrong? Wait. Who's that just now? Me. Larry! Wait. What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder, but I wasn't sure about that until yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remember what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Wait, but this doesn't make sense though. His memory's like really bad. So how was he able to remember exactly what the guy said and exactly what he looked like when he says that he tells all his information to Polly? What? What, Larry was at the lake last night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew in the lake. Oh yeah, you're right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat on the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Okay. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court, and that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! That night, I was out on a boat in the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. What were you looking for? Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Buzz, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was looking for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's the most important part of the case. Do I present it here? Finally! Okay. Yes. I finally did it at the right time. I did it at the right time. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? I, might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, You were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody here listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Calmer, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony? You know what? Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Real Mr. Butts, please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's all I was listening to the all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyways, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have only heard that gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. What does she say? Mr. Wright, please heed these pointless questions. Was it possible good could know what a radio DJ said to us? We should carry, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if you don't ask, him? Mr. Buzz, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Listen, she said, hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. No, that's not it. Wait. Because wouldn't you have seen the picture taken? Wouldn't you have seen the picture take the Okay. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when you heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't... Oh! Do you realize what this means? When you heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve, which means it wasn't midnight, it was before midnight. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he had a gunshot before midnight. Wait, if I remember correctly, I think those two were those two witnesses picked by the enemy lawyer. So is he like trying to manipulate the case so he wins? I think he's right, and those two are trying to manipulate the case. Hear that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Yeah, because the picture's only taken when loud noises are heard. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp of the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. But they're gonna look at this picture, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown as a paragraph. It is whether this photograph was to exist at all, because the photograph is only taken when loud noises happen. So if a loud noise happened, that means the photo would have been taken. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There's a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. And indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. This camera was set to respond to loud noises. I think after this one, I'm gonna do another case.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Wasn't this? This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now, however, I realized the truth. That third shot was a shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50 and another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgewood's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is it safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, alright? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. I haven't played this game in a while, so I had to go with it. So you finally realize the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man that was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo was says 00:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth can be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? I explained the 2 men. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. I'm confused, though. What do you mean? Did I miss something? After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guys of Mr. Hammond met Edgeworth. Huh? Oh, okay. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Okay. Now, Edward didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's... Oh, okay, okay. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. He's implying it was the caretaker. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way on the lake just to shoot somebody? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on the boat? Well then, where did the murder take place? Oh! It took place like not on the lake. It took place not on the lake. It took place not on the lake because... Yeah, wait. It took place not on the lake because when the first shot was taken, when the first shot happened, nothing, like, they didn't see anything. They didn't see anything. The other two shots happened like somewhere else. That way you can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof of the boat shop at the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. The night he was out on the lake in the boat searching for something. He didn't see any of the boats. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned? Exactly. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker, I didn't even read that. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot heard that Larry heard was fired. And after that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. To create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. And indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and then fires again. Then, he falls into the lake, so he makes it look like that Edward shot him. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear as that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you hear what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said that he has something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Kalmar, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who was that Boshop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Now, like I said, I believe that he is the caretaker. He is the other guy that was in the elevator with Miles Edgeworth's dad. It's the only thing that makes sense. Hey, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Kammer didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Snake is lost in thought. Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. What? Yo, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to do another chapter after this. I ain't gonna lie. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Did you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I am swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth, it was like love at first... Whoa. Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. No, I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edward in there. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before you. Yo, suck my dick. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from what I was saying, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two till the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough for the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? What is this, Danganronpa? What, you remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen? Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Oh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with the cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class should actually be put on trial. Trial? So next time we had a classroom trial with me as a defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, you do it. Give me money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. You shouldn't be allowed in the relay race or the library committee. Give me back the 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you drop the bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I did it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, wasn't it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut the hell up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Yeah, that's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I know it either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When someone smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked about that after the class trial. That's when I heard that his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why he became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Oh yeah, I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I settled for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You should look up to your dad, and you said you wanted to become a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Ray, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Anyway, you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That'll be Robert Hammond. Oh! The three of us were trapped in the elevator for hours. When you were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in the elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been a sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he had taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to glaze the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, yeah? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto is camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotto's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing off the throat anywhere. Oh, it's Grossberg. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you'll see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. I'm a fat-ass nigga. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Ho ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come to my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. Nobody's home. Hello, Squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squawk. I can't believe he ran off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, Squawk. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm pretty sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. Only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond, and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know. But it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. I'm gonna do a wild guess and say that the defense lawyer is the one who wrote the letter. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gone back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The fuck was that? The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something like, catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Edgeworth. See this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man, not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also meant this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. Wait, what is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be... Now what did I say?
Flashback.
Oh, I think the caretaker is Yogi.
End of flashback.
The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. What did I say, bro? What did I say? Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. What did I say, bro? What did I say? The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Please, help! Get us out. Don't shout. You just use more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. They claimed the oxygen deprivation distress caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. But why do you want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? I think the time has come to tell all. So what the fuck happened, nigga? For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream of my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, I'll get us out. Don't shout, you just use more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're just using up my air. What do you mean? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What do you... Stop breathing my air. No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or from the bailiffs. In the days I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Oh. Oh. I'm assuming he thinks he shot his father, and with that scream I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. If you think about it that way, that letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it, Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted the revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was a true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are you gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... I was thinking him too. Hold on. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well... Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he wants to frame him for murder. This leads you to surmise that Miss Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father, the pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma's an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. Yes! To beat him, Gregory on his own methods. So I'm thinking that Von Karma set that up so we could kill Robert Hammond and kill off Edgeworth. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called him a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I've been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. And everyone thought she was, you see. You know that I think about it. It seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth as ghost. Gregory Edgeworth was the one who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Oh ho, so this is a letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it is quite different. He won the innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen his handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? How would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting! What did I say? I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What did I say? How do you know my name? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Ahem. I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They're bugs to me. Need these things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second. Ooh. You had an axe to grind, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell this court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. Cool. You think a prosecutor would give a defense attorney information? Bah. Creep. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This is you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've had him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for oh, we can take it. What is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 6,000 volts, 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000, and don't worry, people don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No. No! Whoa, what are you... Nick, run! He tased Maya? Maya, out of my way. Bro. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? She gave you a whole bunch of time to just run. Or you could have just grabbed his arm and taken the taser. Maya, open your eyes. Maya. The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I wish I had woken up at all. Wow. Maya, girl, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Bro, we gotta get this nigga going. We gotta get this nigga going. Mind you, I started playing this halfway during the case, by the way. Halfway. And I've nearly been recording for 2 hours, which is saying something. Wow. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off my running with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Who are you, pal? What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on the Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? I didn't think of that. He doesn't remember. I'm going to prove it. I gotta take a piss. Hold on.
A few moments later.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Alright, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Nobody honors the sounds by every little thing he says. You glazing right now. You glazing his piece. Now let's ask the defense to cross-examine it as much as necessary. Oh, and this bitch-ass nigga. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental stop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness. Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. No, he was running away. It's very convenient. It's very convenient that he was gone. Like, you know, that he was gone after, you know. And I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Sure, bro. Sure, gang. Sure, gang. I went to buy some food from Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Okay, well the motive thing is a little sus, but very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm really sorry for leaving today like I did. I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony, you realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to their testimony. You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. And how could you know you didn't have anything to do with the incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both these statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know him myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident! I figured the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? I just lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove that it's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? But he stood on trial. How does he not have fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Hey, yup. Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. No. Tisk tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. Wait, no. I can't end it. I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are you gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Exactly. No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do so as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it, bitch-ass nigga. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. And bailiff, bring in the carrot. Bring in the parrot. Ooh, shit. He's looking kind of thick. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us. We're really cross-examining a parrot. Yeah. Hello. Hello, squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Is on the case summary page. The case summary, specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th? Well, that's today's date. It's 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. But this is not tangible proof. Tangible proof. I sent my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Ooh, let me copy that down real quick. There's nothing due to a date. With a date, nothing. Lauren is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? I'm full very when it's gonna. Okay, so it's not that. Okay, so I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. I'm on the right track. 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 Okay. What's her name? Yes. The case file. I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. So it's. Oh wait. I was actually right. Somebody committed suicide, and the name was Polly. He wants to remember the name of his fiance who committed suicide. That's why he named his pair after her. But I mere coincidence at all. My granddaughter has a dog whose name is Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. That's an. I think we reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence. That's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Okay, I didn't think I was right, so I skipped through some of the dialogue. So he named his pair after his fiance committed suicide. Tell us your name. Wait, this witness he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Niggas know, bro. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, you look totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Knew it. Niggas knew it. Order. Yanni Yogi. Oh, shoot. So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had seen it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Let's go. I feel like there's more to it. This court is adjourned. Is that it? Objection! Knew it. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As you have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell me that he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell me he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Objection! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection to a guilty verdict was passed. That's a fair point. You must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. That's a good point. That's a decent point. That's a good point. That's a good point. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream, a nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yin Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I'll consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy! Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? You just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. I mean, technically, didn't they all get brain damage? So obviously you wouldn't remember what happened. No, then I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do the cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it is unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very beginning. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about a dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Okay. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell on my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and this scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. But how can you kill somebody by throwing the gun? There's no way. You have to pull the trigger for it to go off. We were stuck in that elevator for about 5 hours. The oxygen of the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... what was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from its holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. The gun fired once. Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. But didn't you all just like forget stuff? Okay. The murder weapon was fired twice. Wait. I didn't even read the thing. Hold the fuck on. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and then the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Nigga, are we serious? Victim data. I actually didn't even bother looking at the thing. The evidence. Look at the victim data in this file. It said it quite plain. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. That doesn't make any sense. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as you have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired has something to do with the case? Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Calmer, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very much so, right? So what's your proof? Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to... Oh yeah! I just remembered. Oh yeah, nigga. Please. What? Okay. Shows the contradiction in the photo. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I know I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 into the case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's the truth of the matter. The whole truth. It was no. I caught you, bitch ass. No. He's lying. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, and Mr. Von Calmer says the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. No, 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 no. No, you have no you're doing, Nick. Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. No, you were not. No, you were not. No. But you say you do it, Nick. You said you would get Edgewood declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has been unsolved for 15 years. Nick. No, it was not! Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, you do not. No, do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. The bullet's right here, though. I want to present it. Right now. Indeed. Does the defendant have any objections? Yes. 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 Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Your Honor. I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Oof, what, Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh, no. Grr. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist, but where? Someone took it. It seems winning is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? We just had proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. Someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then just tell us, who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a straight bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer have to spend the time to look for the straight bullet. I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Shoot. I had to take it. I had to take it with the murder? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Oh, for instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could. It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know. Yeah. All right. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's actually what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot, and they left the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Jan Yogi, are both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Wait, what? The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you truly are the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. Wait, but weren't they locked in there? I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you just said. What are you saying? Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There is no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DO6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. I know, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Say it now. I'm saying it now. Your Honor. There's a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma! Von Karma? Let me save right here, though. I love this song. Hey. Hey. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst for my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery. No. Where would I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That will leave a doctor as a witness. Grr, no one's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tisk tisk tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Wait, what? Fuck. The court record. There must be something. The court record? What could be in there? Gah, there's no time. Better to think on it as I go. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma's shot is... Okay. I just looked it up. I'm not even gonna pretend like I thought of this. I just looked it up. I can't believe I didn't think of this. I think I looked at the Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We can use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh, he's sweating now. You refuse, but refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use a metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. It was you who said we have to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's out of the right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. Okay, so why were you sweating when we called it out? Now you're just lying. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my ear. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my ear. Get away. Get away from my father. Rarg. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. Edgeworth, only you would dare defy me. So is you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I would never have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then, it was destiny. Wow. Bro, I should have thought about the metal detector. I completely forgot about it. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing what shot him. Later, he spoke through medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga Phoenix got it, bro. This nigga Phoenix got it. I'm so disappointed that I didn't think to use the metal detector. Because gun bullets literally have metal. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. You should pretend to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Heh, it was pretty close though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. Ooh. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right, yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yes, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ahem. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta, y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You couldn't stick your hand into the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing right now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer real quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why does that face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. Huh? You don't look sick. It's Keon. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy. There you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police self or prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That employee that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. I knew it. Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's a little, but not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Heh. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you always have been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. And if only I had known, I'd become a prostitute. I would become a prostitute. Whoa, prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney, after all. Edgeworth, you want to switch right? Hey y'all, line up, we'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts, huh? It's only 5 o'clock, maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Aww. Goodbye? What time is it? Gah. The first... Oh, I didn't even see it. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Ooh, shit. Hold it? What? I never could have saved Edgewood without your help. Huh? On the last year of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. The Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grillsburg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we need. This is the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Aww. Oh, shit. Thanks, Nick. That was gonna be a thumbnail, but I was too late. There we go. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with a new, same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. So I just jumped into the hardest trial. No wonder. No wonder I was so lost. Mr. Edgeworth came down to... I didn't even see that. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop. Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Okay, no offense, but can I skip these? Can I skip these? I don't want to go through the... Oh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. I'm taking off these glasses, bro. Holy shit. He's in Hawaii right now? Oh, yeah. This nigga just getting cucked in every relationship. How do I tell you? He's getting cucked in every relationship. So I gotta say, I've been recording for nearly 3 hours and 30 minutes. So we just, you know, proved my boy Miles Edgeworth innocent. We humbled the perfect cell version of a lawyer in this game. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more Ace Attorney, if you guys want to see me like actually solve shit, like a full case. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
I've been pouring some drink and some Henny up all in my soda just so I can feel a little something like. I got multiple colors that drip on my wrist, got the two-tone watching they dance with the flit like. Hey, who do it better than me?